How you doing, everybody? This is CP Cards and Dice. Welcome to Tabletop Baseball TV. Hope everything is safe and sound with you. And I hope you're joining us to watch another presentation of the 1971 Swinging A's. Man, they had a fun team, you know. The A's had a fun team in 71, made up of guys like Campaneris and Rudy and Jackson, Mincher, Bando, and Monday, Duncan, Green, and Segui. You know, it was Segui. They had Dobson, Segui. In 71, it was the four main guys. They actually had five, but their four main guys were Blue and Hunter. Then it was Segui, and it was Dobson. Dobson hasn't pitched yet in the 71 season so far in the replay. And Odom hasn't pitched either. I think he came on as a reliever at some point, but I didn't use him in that game. So we're playing at Minnesota. This is the first game of, I believe it's a 1 or 2 game series. No, not a 1 game series. It's a 2 or 3 game series. So I'm not totally sure which one it is. Let's take a quick peek at the information. Let's see. Let's go back one. I'll take a quick look and see. I believe it's a 2-game set. It's Oakland at Minnesota for a Wednesday and Thursday game, and then they go. The Oakland A's, we go to Chicago White Sox. So it's a 2-game set. And we're right about to get started. Let me go over a little bit of the system that we're using. So you are aware we're using Deep Drive Baseball. It's a lot of fun, and this is how it starts. And lineup begins with Bert Campaneris at shortstop, Joe Rudy in left field. In the third place is Reggie Jackson, the right fielder. Batting cleanup is Don Mincher. Batting fifth is a third baseman, Sal Bando. Batting sixth is Rick Monday, the center fielder. Batting seventh is Dave Duncan, the catcher. Batting eighth is Dick Green, the second baseman. And batting ninth is Diego Segui. And this is how you play Deep Drive Baseball. It's you got a ballpark card. Now, where is that right now? Let's see if I can track that down. We are in. You get all the players for $12. You can buy. They've got 4, 5, 6 seasons available. He's working on more. If we buy from him, he'll focus a little bit more attention on it. Let's see. Metropolitan Stadium. There it is. I couldn't find it. Metropolitan Stadium is not a bad home run park, and you got a bunch of flyouts. So that every so often we'll look at that. And the way you play, Bert Campaneris steps into the box, and he's going to face a lefty called Tom Hall. Now, Tom Hall was 4-7. With a 3.33 ERA, he was both a reliever and a starter. He starts in this game. We're playing actual lineups. Bert Campaneris, right, is going to be off the batter, but 50 to 99, and that's a 7. So that's going to be a 75, and that's going to be off the pitcher because it's 50 or above. And a 75 is going to be a strikeout. So Tom Hall strikes out Bert Campaneris to get us started. Next is Joe Rudy. That's a 92, and we're going to have to roll there. It's an out, but what kind of an out? It's ground ball, chopped to second. Rod Carew is over there at second base and whips it over to Reese at first. 4-3, out number 2. And it's a 25. Reggie Jackson, 25, is strike 3, and Jackson down on the knees, swinging for the fences. And we go to the bottom half of the inning. No score. Pitch from Diego Segui, a right-hander, 10-8 with a 3.14 ERA in 26 games started. 74. 74 is going to be off Segui. A 5 is chopped to second. And high hop for Green over to first, and that retires the side. 1 up, 1 down. That was Cesar Tovar. Next up is Rod Carew. Rod Carew batted a 3.07. 67. He was always a good hitter. Strike 3 on Rod Carew. Gets him to chase. 2 up, 2 down. And now it's Tony Oliva. Tony Oliva batted 337. I think he one of the leaders in the league, 67. That's strike three. So he strikes out 300 hitters. And we go to the top of the second inning. And a 29 is going to be a defensive call. We're going to pull the defensive chart. I'm going to call that a 26, which is going to take us to range play 78. And a 78 says range play to center field. If Holt is a 3, then he's going to make that catch. He's going to make that grab in the gap, and that's driven into the left center field gap, and Holt after it and runs it down. Great play by Holt. Sal Bando. 0-3, that's going to be a deep drive. And it's a 99, what is that? 96. 96 is a deep drive. 5 in the ballpark, and that's a deep drive. Left field, back goes Tovar to the track, to the wall, looks up, gone. Sal Bando. Gives the A's a 1-0 lead. And let's look at the box score to find out. That was Sal Bando's 3rd home run of the season. Next is going to be Rick Monday. That's a 29 and a 0. That's a strikeout for Monday. And Dave Duncan with 2 outs. And a 94 and a 2. And that's a comebacker to Hall. Whips it over to first. And that retires the side. But the A's come up with a big home run by Sal Bando, take the lead. 1-0. Harmon Killebrew. Killebrew has a powerhouse, hit 28 home runs. Fence buster. 0-6, and that's going to be line. Base hit, played on a hop by Joe Rudy. Joe Rudy's in left. He becomes the everyday outfielder for the A's, everyday left fielder for the A's. Here's a pitch. It's a 91 and a 2. It's a slow ground ball to the first baseman. There's going to be, to the pitcher. It's going to be only one play, and that's the first base. It's going to be 1-3, and moving over to second is Killebrew. Now, I got to check one thing about the rules. These guys are specialists, lefty specialists, which means they may hit righties really well. Let me see if we get an advantage. Okay, pitcher advantage. Okay, a batter advantage exists if a left-handed specialist faces a right-handed specialist, or a right-handed specialist faces a left-handed specialist pitcher. So he would have to be a right-handed specialist pitcher, and he is not. So a pitcher advantage exists if a left-handed specialist batter faces a left-handed pitcher, or it would be a right-handed specialist batter faces a right-handed. Okay, good. Those guys are not meant to face. Okay, all right. I got the message, but I know it now. 97. And that's a 3. That's a ground ball to the third baseman, Bando, and he charges it, scoops it, throw to first, low, but scooped by Mitcher. And that's out number 2. Jim Holt grounds out. Now is Leo Cardenas. That's a 26 and a 1, and that's popped up. Right side. Over there is Don Mincher. Sets under, makes the catch, and that retires the side. We have 3 down. We go top of the 3rd. Dick Green leading us off. That's an 11. That's going to be ball 4. So Green is on with a walk. Now we're going to have Gene Tennessee should be in there. The light of blue should be in there. Diego Segui. He's going to bunt. Let's see. 0-4. That's going to be strikeout. Bunts again, and that's going to be strike 3. Fouls off. 0-2 count. Fouls off. Squares away. Segui bunts it foul, and that is a strikeout. And there's 1 on and 1 out, and Bert Campaneris going to hit and run. That's an 88. I don't do any of this very often, but that's a 0. That's line. That's going to be double play. 4-3, 4-4-3, I guess, if you want to call it that. It's a double play or a 4-3 double play. There you go. George Mitterwall. Pitch from Segui. 45 and a 7. That's a fly ball, deep right field. Back goes Jackson to the track and makes the catch at the wall. Reggie Jackson. Mitterwald drove it to the opposite field. Tom Hall. And that's going to be a 69, and that's a strikeout. 2 out. We're in the bottom of the third, 1-0. A's. And that's going to be a slow bouncer to second. Green is going to charge it, and he picks it up, throws it over to first, 4-3, gets Tovar, and that retires the side. Joe Rudy's up. It's a 60, and that's going to be ball 4. Rudy walks. It's down at first. Next is Reggie Jackson. That's a 31, and that is going to be strike 3. Reggie Jackson down, swinging for the second time. Don Mincher now. It's a 28, and that's going to be a strikeout. Back-to-back Ks. Sal Bando. It's an 83, and that's a defensive call. Let's see what happens there. An 88 is going to tell us that it's a fly ball left field. What is Tovar? I'm not sure what Tovar is out there. He's a 4, makes the catch towards the line. And that retires the side. Rod Carew. 53. Line, base hit. Carew's on with a single. Now Carew may steal. Let's see. See what he looks like stealing. So 1C. He's not going to be going. He only had 6 stolen bases. Wow. It's going to be a 92. And a 1 is popped up, right side. Mincher makes the catch for out number 1. Carew's still at first. That's a 79 and an 8, and that's a fly ball left field. Joe Rudy over in left center field. 2 down. And now it's Reese. That's a 66, and that's strike 3. Rich Reese strikes out. Then we go top of the we go to the – wait a second. There's 2 outs now? Wait a second. Okay. So there's 1 more batter. Wait a second. Reese just made out. Yeah, it was a pop-up. And that retires the side. All right. Rick Monday. 15. Ball 4. Dave Duncan. It's a 43 and a 7. That's a deep drive left field. On the run is Tovar, and he makes a fine catch out there. Runs it down. Next is Dick Green, hit and run. It's a 94 and a 9, and that's a fly ball to center field this time. Holt with the catch. Racing back to first is Monday, and now it's Diego Segui. That's a 33 and a 5. And that's a strikeout. That retires the side. Go to the bottom of the 5th. Jim Holt is leading us off. 44 and a 0, and that's lined. Caught by Mincher, L3. Leo Cardenas. It's an 81, and a 1 is a pop-up right side, Mincher. 3rd pop-up for Mincher. George Mitterwald with 2 outs. And it's a 75, and the 6 is it's ripped to short. Campaneris backhands. Throw to first is high, but stretched by Mincher, and they get Mitterwald, and that retires the side. We go to Bert Campaneris, leading us off on the top of the 6th. 39. And a 4. That's a bouncer to second. Easy play for Carew. Erase that. 4-3. Okay. 1 up, 1 down. Joe Rudy went out in the 6th. It's 25, and the 3 is a ground ball to first base. Out number 2, and now it's Reggie Jackson. It's a 46, and 46 is a line drive caught by the first baseman Reese, and that retires the side, L3. All right, Hall. 38 and 6. And that's ripped to second. Green over to first. One down. Cesar Tovar is next. Tovar batted 311. Wow. Yeah, 3 batters at least I've seen so far that are over 300. And this is going to be line base hit to center for Tovar. And Tovar had 18 stolen bases. He may be able to take off here. Let's see what happens. He's a 2C, and Segui is a +1, so that's a 3C. Let's see if we can roll nice and low here. Nope, not going to do it. Rod Carew tries to run. Oh, that's foul back. There goes Tovar, hit and run, 50. That's a deep drive. And we're going to see what that's going to become here. Deep drive roll again for deep drive section on double, hit and run. Double, all runners scores. Okay. It's going to roll on deep drive section. That's a 34. And that's going to be a double, so that's going to score. The game is tied. So Carew pulls one into the right center field gap, and that's going to split the outfielders, roll to the wall. Tovar being waved home. Throw goes into second base. Not in time. RBI double by Rod Carew with 1 out. The game is tied at 1. Tony Oliva now. That's a snake eyes. That's going to be line base hit. That's going to score Carew. There's going to be a throw to the plate, and not in time. 2-1. Twins. Harmon Killebrew with 1 out. Oh, that's foul back. Let's see if Oliva is a base stealer. Nope, still 4 bases. It's a 55, and that's going to be line base hit. That's going to send Oliva, I believe, to third automatically. Let's double check. Nope, he's going to stop at second. You know what? I'll try to send him to third. Let's see what happens. Basically 60 or less, and he's safe at third base. First and third. There's some action in the A's bullpen now. Infield's in. Reese, here's the pitch. 15. And that's going to be defense. Defensive check. 67 is going to be a ground ball, second base with the infield in. And they're going to go home on this, and Oliva's out at the plate. 4-2. Oliva thrown out at home. Let's check something real quick on the infield in. Lineouts become singles. Slow and hard grounders, runner holes. Regular groundouts result is runner on third being thrown out at the plate. All right. Holt. Two outs, first and second. Pitch from Segui. Ball 4. Bases loaded. Leo Cardenas. Let's see who we got in the bullpen. Let me take a quick peek here to the A's having the bullpen. Bob Locker has done a lot of work. I'm going to bring in a guy named Klinkowski. I don't think he's pitched for me yet. I'm going to bring him in. He was 3.38 ERA, 26 games. He's going to come in for Segui. Segui's out. Done for Segui. Klinkowski's going to come in. And let's see where he's in the lineup. You know what? Yep, he's good. Klinkowski. First time he pitches this season. Leo Cardenas, bases loaded, 2 outs. That's a 69, and that is defense. And a 99. Uh-oh, that's trouble. I'll tell you right now. That's going to be a ball hit to right field. It's Jackson. And Jackson in right field is a 3, and that's going to drop in there. That's actually going to be off Jackson's glove. He's going to roll away from Jackson. In comes Killebrew, followed by Reese. It's going to be a 2-base error on Reggie. Likely going to be an error plus. And that sends Cardinals to second base. So Mitterwald is up next. Catch about at 250. We're going to walk Mitterwald and face the, oh no, pitcher's 265. So we'll face Mitterwald. Here's the pitch. Oh boy. 55, and that's going to be line base hit. That's going to score 2 runs. Let's see Cardinals, as long as he's not slow. He is slow. So we're going to try to score him anyway. And he, oh, I don't know what that is. He's out. He's out at home plate, I believe. He's out at home plate. Run a corner, run down, tag out. So it's a 1 that was hit to. A 1 was hit to left field, so it's going to be a 7. I guess cut by Bando. And they're going to get Cardinals in a run down. So it's going to be a 7. So it's a base hit. 1 run scores. And then the other runner is going to be out. And he'll be out 7 to, I guess, 5. Keep it simple. All right, but the Twins come up with 5 runs. Holy smokes. 5-1. Twins are up. Don Mincher versus Hall, 81. It's a strikeout. Mincher down swinging. We're in the top of the 7th. Bando. It's a 10, and that's base hit for Bando. Line to left, frozen rope to Tovar, who plays it on a hop. Rick Monday. That's a 10. That's ball 4. And let's see. Hall can go 10 innings. I'm sorry, 10 points. And he's got already his 10 points. 6, 7. He's been through the lineup at least 3 times for sure. Let me check. No, not yet. He actually can go this inning before he has to get pulled. So it's going to be first and second. It's going to be Duncan. That's a 0-2. That's going to be a potential wild pitch. And a 57 may or may not be a wild pitch. We'll see what it says. 57 is an automatic wild pitch. Both runners advance. And Dave Duncan's still at the plate. It's a 99 and a 5. It's going to be a ground ball. Slow ground ball to second base. Cruz is going to have only 1 play. He's going to take first base, and that's going to score a run. So RBI ground out for Dave Duncan. 5-2 to score. Dick Green, and that's fouled back. Souvenir for a lucky fan. Dick Green again. 49 and 2, and that's off Green. It's an out. A 2 is a ground ball. Right in front of the plate. Out from behind the plate is Mitterwald. Fires to first and gets Green. That's a 2-3. That's a status pro out. You get a lot of those in status pro. When you flip the cards, you get those all the time. All right, Tom Hall is up against Ron Klinkowski. That's going to be an 80. That's an out of some kind, and that's popped up. Maybe to the catcher. Duncan throws his mask away. In foul territory, makes the catch. Actually, you know what? We're going to pinch hit. I just realized I got to pull Hall. Unless Hall has gone 3 consecutive innings. Let me pull the play-by-play on this. Hall has gone 1 there. Hall has gone 1 there. None there. No, Hall has not. Oh, wait. No. Okay. So we're going to bring in a pinch hitter. And who's it going to be? We're going to race real quickly for Hall. Thompson, Braun. I'm going to bring in the lefty Braun. Steve Braun's going to pinch hit. And it was off the pitcher's card. It was a pop-up. So that's one out. There's a foul out to the catcher. Cesar Tovar is next. It's a 91 and a 7, and that's a ground ball at Campaneris, who scoops it, guns it to first in time, 6-3. And it's Rod Carew. Snake eyes, and that's line drive, base hit, center field. Played on a hot by Monday. Carew's going to stay there. And it's a 73 and on a 9, and that's lifted to center field. Monday, cruising over, gets under it, makes the catch, and now retires the side. We go to the top of the 8th. We're going to have a new pitcher for the Twins. And 30 game at 5. Okay, we're going to bring in, let's see. Let's take a quick peek at who we're going to bring in here. Hey there, Bleacher Bums. How are you, brother? Good to see you. Happy Friday to you. I'm into the game here. I'm lost in the game, man. A's are down 5-1 right now. And I'm trying to see who we're going to bring in as a Campisi's coming in. All right. Campisi. Playing deep drop baseball, you get all the cards. And once you get through them once or twice, then they're easy to handle. At first, they're a little bit sticky because they're so fresh and new. But after a while, they're easy to handle. Here are my pictures. Let's see if I can track Campisi. I did not go into my extra players. So I didn't print out the extra players, hoping that I'd get through this without extra players. I may not have Campisi in the regular set. So Braun does pinch hit Corbin. Ray Corbin's another guy that shows up here. After this game, I will print out Ray Corbin. Okay, great, perfect. He's going to finish the game. He can go 2 innings. Almost everybody can go 2 innings in 1971 there, Bleacher Bums, which is that's what's nice about it. You know, I'm having the devilish pulsations. This is my heartbeat, by the way. Stop it. If you move it around a little bit, sometimes you jolt it into place, other times you don't. This is becoming a drag. I'm going to look into another camera because this is a little bit of a drag on my life. All right. That'll work for now. It's going to be Ray Corbin. We're going to bring him in. And he's going to go against the pitcher. We're going to bring in a pinch hitter for the A's. And then I guess we can bring in who pitched in this game for the A's. A's won this one by a score of 6-1. So they may have like a complete game by Segui in this one. They do. So I don't even know who they bring in this one. Let's go to the next game and see who they bring in the second game. It's a 2-game set versus the Twins at Metropolitan Stadium. Looking at the box score. The second game, they bring in, Klimkowski came in, and then Locker again. Wow. Locker's been good. Locker's been used a lot. I don't want to bring Locker in again. But it's 5-2. We're still in the game. So let's see what I can do here. I'm going to bring in, to pinch hit, I'm going to bring in my go-to guy. And I guess I can bring in Locker. What the hell? I'm going to go bring in my go-to guy to pinch hit, and that is – oh, wait, here he is. Tommy Davis. Tommy Davis batted .324 as a pinch hitter. Not only as a pinch hitter, he played as well. He's a first baseman, outfielder. Better at first base, though. So he's going to come in to pinch hit. And Locker will be my pitcher. Let's set that up. And then I may even bring, it's already the end of the game. All right, Tommy Davis against Ray Corbin. Here goes. 5-2, Minnesota, top of the 8th. And it's going to be a 70. 70 is going to be a strikeout. So Tommy Davis goes down swing for out number 1 here in the top of the 8th. And it's Bert Campaneris. So 21, and that is an out of some kind of 1 is going to be line. Oh, no, it's going to be popped up right side. Reese calling for it. Makes the catch in foul. No, in fair territory for out number 2, and now it's going to be Joe Rudy. Oh, 0-2. That's a deep drive. And gone. That ball is gone. Joe Rudy gets a hole one, drives it deep to left field. Tovar turns around and looks up, and that is high over the fence. Joe Rudy, one of my favorite players. Never really, once he became a free agent, he really was a letdown for the California Angels in the late 70s. But early on, I mean, he had some above average years. But I think a lot of it was injuries later on in his career. Reggie Jackson, 5-3 now. Jackson's up. Ooh, we almost had a deep drive there. It's going to be an 85, and that's a 6. That's ripped to short. Cardenas. Throw to first in time. That's it. That retires the side. Killebrew is up. You know what? I never brought in my pinch hitter. I never brought in my pinch hitter. Okay, so let me take a hold on. Let me write down what happened there. It was a strikeout, pop up to 3, a home run, and then it was a ground out, 6-3. I never brought in my pinch hitter. That's what he's telling me right now. So I got to go back. I'm going to undo the inning. Go back to Klonkowski's up, and I'm bringing in Davis, pinch hitter. He strikes out. Look how fast this goes. Then it was what I write down was a pop up to the first baseman. 2 out. That was a home run for Rudy, and then it was a ground out for Jackson. All right, new pitcher, and it's going to be Locker. Do we have any lefties coming up? Hold on a second. Killebrew's coming up. Oh, then Reese. You know what? We're going to bring in, but I don't know if Lindblad's still around, because I know Lindblad gets traded early in the season, but I think that's May 8th gets traded. I think we still have Lindblad on the team. Let me go one more game ahead and see if Lindblad shows up. Well, he's on the roster here, so he should be on the team. But let me just double check. Yeah, he's on the team. Good. Okay, great. We're going to bring in Lindblad instead of Locker. So let's grab Lindblad. He's over here instead of Locker, because we've used Locker a bunch of times already. Let's use Lindblad. All right, against Killebrew, 88-3, and that's a ground ball. Chop to third, Bando across the diamond in time. Reese is and Rich Reese batted 219, 360 plate appearances with 10 home runs. Here's the pitch. That's a 71, and that is a fly ball. Center field, shallow center, racing in his Monday. Will he get there? And yes, Rick Monday, flashing the leather. Great play. And now it's Holt, not Brock Holt. This is the 1971 Holt. Jim Holt. It's a 36. And the 9 is a fly ball center field. Monday, a couple steps back. And that retires the side. All right, Mincher leading us off in the top of the 9th. And I think we have a closer. I think our closers we don't have an official closer that I can see. Let's see what our cards say. The nice thing about these cards, it tells you who your closer is. That's one thing that really no other set that I can think of tells you. And when you don't know the teams, that helps out a lot. Endurance, Y11. Relief pitcher. I'm gonna watch a movie after this. I'm only getting a little bit lazy and tired. Hadel is a relief pitcher, starting pitcher. Let's see. The cards are sticky right now. Relief pitcher, Gebhardt. Starting pitcher, Luber and Jim Perry. These are all hitters. I'm going to print out the extra players after this game. It's got a lot of hitters. I don't see I have that many pitchers. Not that I need a lot of pitchers. I can let this guy go one more inning. I mean, he's capable of going one more inning. And I got Strickland. I don't have a closer. That's weird. I don't have an official closer, perhaps, because the guys I have here, one guy has 5 saves. The other guy has 4 saves. Another guy has 1 save. In 1971. It was easy to get saves, but I don't think they were using pitchers like that. I'm going to let Ray Corbin go. Ray Corbin's going to stay in there. I mean, I'm trying to reinvent the wheel. That's a 98 and a 1. And that's popped up right side. Mincher gets under it. It's 5-3, so the A's are still in it. It's a pop 3. Let's go back to the screen. There it is, Bleacher. Hey, we got the thing going on again. Let's see. Sometimes it'll stop when I bring it up close. Other times it doesn't. It does. It doesn't. Wow, it's getting real stupid today. Let's see how close I got to get it. Calm down. All right. Yeah. All right, so we are in the top of the 9th. There's 1 out. It's Corbin on the mound against Bando, and then it's going to be who's after Bando? And Rick Monday. We'll see what happens. See if the A's can come back. 5-3, Minnesota. That's going to be a 56, and that's line base hit. All right, so the tying run is at the plate now. In Rick Monday. Monday. All right, next. And who's batting next? Because we may see a pinch hitter. Batting next is going to be Duncan. We may see, you know what? We may bring Tennis up. Let's see what Monday can do here. Oh, that's a 0-7, and that's going to be a line drive base hit. And stopping at second is Bando. I'm going to try to make him to go to third because we need Monday to score. And you know what? I'm going to bring in Tennis. You know what? Or should I save Tennis? This guy bats 253. Tennis bats 274, 7 home runs. Oh, Duncan has 15 home runs. No, I'm going to let Duncan bat. Hey, let's see what happens. 24. That's a strikeout. Ray Corbin gets him with a curveball. 2 outs. And it's Dick Green. Dick Green, 244, 12 home runs and 500 at bats. We're going to let Dick Green bat as well. Who do I have? Let me see. I got Steve Hovley. Steve Hovley batted. I don't want to talk about what he batted. All right. Larry Brown. Let me see who I have in bat for Green. If I have anybody. Mangual, Tennis. Hovley's there. Fernandez and LaRussa. Tony LaRussa. What? It can't be Tony LaRussa, can it? I don't even see it. I don't even see him here. I must have another setup somewhere. Kurt Bofari. He hasn't joined the team yet. Adrian Garrett, he's not there. I don't know. I saw Tony LaRussa somewhere. God knows what I do with him. Mangual's a righty. Darryl knows. Jim Rowland. I don't know. I don't have some. I'm missing some guys. I don't know where I put them. They're floating around somewhere on my desk. Who knows where they are? I'm gonna have to track Tony LaRussa down. If it's Tony, let me see. Is it Tony La Russa? Well, it says T, so it must be Tony La Russa. All right, so I'm going to let Dick Green bat. What the heck? 2 outs, 2 on. A's are down by 2 runs. See if we can get Green the extra base hit here. And it's not going to happen. It's going to be lined and caught by the third baseman, Killebrew, and that's the ball game. So valiant attempt to come back for the A's, but we could not locate Tony La Russa. So that's what that deal is. I don't know where he went. He went somewhere. God knows. I got stacks of cards everywhere, but I will find out. I will start searching around because these things bother me sometimes. You know, sometimes I care, sometimes I don't. But there's no reason to totally lose a player like that. But the A's lose this one. Tom Hall goes 2-0. Diego C goes 0-2. Ray Corbin picks up a save. Everybody who finishes a game and their team wins picks up a save in 71. That's what I just found out today. Because I didn't understand why this guy came in. It was a 5-0 score. And he came in for 1 inning and he picked up a save. I was like, what? There's something wrong. The system's broken. And I started investigating, and it's not the system that's broken. It was my knowledge that's broken. Because in 71, all you got to do is come in a game that your team wins and you picked up a save. They didn't start changing that until I think 74. The save wasn't actually an actual statistic until 69. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, I got a couple of guys that I'm missing. I'm gonna search for Tony La Russa. Anyway, this is CP Cards and Dice. This is I found some other guys. Oh no, they're not it. Ron Clark, this guy who started some charter schools, isn't it? Anyway, this is CP Cards and Dice, and this is Tabletop Baseball TV. We're doing our 69 swinging A's. Sal Bando was the MVP. Why is that? I like when Replay PC game picks your MVP for you. And it always like surprises you. Like, what? Oh, Sal Bando went 3 for 4 with an RBI. He had a home run his 3rd of the year. He had 3 hits. So he did a good job there, Sal Bando. And I'll tell you the line score. A's, 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. Minnesota, 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They have a lot of really good hitters. The Twins do. And Tom Hall, he went 7 innings, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, 4 walks, 8 strikeouts. Corbin came in, picked up a save, went 2 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, 2 strikeouts. CP Cards and Dice saying thanks for stopping by. Great to see you again, Bleacher Bumps Gaming. Take care.